Go.
Yo, this is Tone Bell.
Hey, Raul Perez.
And you are watching the Lawyer Johnson Comedy and Sports
Radio Show.
We did it.
That's a mouthful.
Brother right here, man. First of all, I'd just like to thank you, man.
What's happening?
What's going on? I'd like to just thank you for even coming on my show.
Oh, you got it, brother.
Short notice, man. And I'm a big fan.
Thank you, sir.
I'm really a big fan.
Likewise.
Man. And I went to your show Thursday.
Yes, sir.
And I was impressed. Very
as you should have been.
I was impressed because Aries he have a very unique style. Like most comedians that go out there and they use fillers, he doesn't do that. He comes straight on the stage and get right into his bit. So I appreciate his craftsmanship when he step on stage. And he's gonna have that crowd engaged and laughing and scratching their stomach and wiping their eyes from the beginning to the end, man. So if you in Phoenix tonight, I'm telling you, this brother is a beast. Make sure you go out there and check my brother out because he's definitely doing this thing on stage.
Appreciate it, man.
No doubt, man. So
yeah.
how was Phoenix treating you, brother?
Yes.
And before we get deep, is there rules, restrictions, or what you can say, or is anything like that?
She's the program director. Ask her.
As far as the weekend, as far as I'm concerned, no. So if you got something to say it.
Oh, okay. So your question was what now?
You got a dump button? You got a beat button?
Your question was what? How's
Phoenix?
Phoenix is one of those dates that I circle on the calendar because my getting pussy ratio is pretty high here.
I know that's right.
This is one of those. This ain't Iowa. This is a good one. I probably got more ass here. In certain places, you just your success ratio is popping. This is one.
So AZ is like that for you?
Oh, a lot of pussy, brother.
You probably got. So is that what the timing was today?
Huh?
Is that what the timing was today? You
No,
was like the pushing.
I was taking care of business today.
Oh, okay. I thought it was more cushion for the pushing. You know.
Oh, that's wrong this evening.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And he be at him too. I ain't gonna lie, now he be old. Like,
man.
He be making this pitch when he
man.
So you got a type?
I have a type in terms of who I will settle down with.
Okay.
But as far as who I fuck, we're an open draft. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Short, tall, thick, skinny, petite. Don't even matter.
Well, no. It does matter in terms of type. I do prefer thick. And there is a difference between fat and thick.
It is,
so
but
I like thick. I don't like fat.
Oh, okay.
I don't like a girl to lay on her back and her neck becomes a turtleneck. When that extra chest meat and gravity takes over. Yeah, no, I like thick, man. I like, ain't nothing wrong with a thick girl. I like a girl that look like she eat. You know what I mean?
I know that's right.
Thick thighs and hips and all of that. That's my speed.
Are they approaching you like in person? Are they coming to like the show in the DM? Like, are they trying to be like, can you tell me a joke and then fuck? Like, how is this process going? Like, make me laugh and then all right, let's drop your draws.
It goes like that. It's a little bit more eloquent, but it happens like that. You know, I try to keep even nasty shit from being too vulgar. You know what I mean? You can still spice up and class up some dirty shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about you? Go ahead.
You to the level now where you don't have to trick at all. You don't have to bomb no happy.
Oh no. I trick, nigga.
Okay.
I'm 44. I ain't got time for games. I'm too old for challenges. You know, when you're in your 20s, you go through obstacle courses.
Right, true.
I'm looking for wounded deer. I want easy prey. Yeah, if you got some low self-esteem, that helps.
So what's the most you would spend? Like a McDonald's Happy Meals or
it depends on the quality of the car.
Okay.
I know that. Okay.
You know what I mean? You spend what you feel is worth it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But listen, whether you spend directly or indirectly, you spend it. You know what I mean?
True.
And when you do it directly, you know you're getting something back. When you do it indirectly, you're going off hope. Spend my money.
Let's go heaven.
If I'm gonna spend my bread, I'm going off of what I know. Not I'm gonna spend this money and hope I get something back.
Exactly, you're right.
Yeah, that's bad business.
It is.
Yeah.
Is you slide something your way? What you getting? Is your pussy radar up too?
Dude, I've been with the same girl for 11 years. and I love my girl.
Andy dating a young one. He have a young one.
She's 20 years younger than me, but it doesn't make a difference. It's the same.
Big clap
It
for
looks
you, bro.
exactly the same as it did 10 years ago, and 9 years ago, and 8 years ago. And it's the same.
Y'all got regular, like you just come in, like you just stay in one spot and get it, and she done. And
No,
like,
no, I get creative. We fell off the bed the other day, so
Okay.
you know.
Okay.
But now I'm at that age. I'm 53, and I'm worried like I could actually injure myself. Like I could take a real sports injury having sex right now. So
Well, I'm glad you're good for the show.
yeah.
I'm glad you enabled right now because we
Yeah,
you know.
no, I can walk and everything right now. But yeah, there was a bruise. I mean, I like to know that I'm still in it. But there are some nights where it's just we need to get this done.
You got there? You good? Okay.
Yeah.
So Aries, you like the
Oh, by the way, I'm Andy Steinberg. You didn't introduce me because you were so excited about Aries Spears.
I did introduce you.
You know he was gonna do it. You know niggas is late.
Well, yeah, he's a little CP time.
Dude, man, Andy, you know you my dude, man. We go way back. I mean, if you don't know Andy, man, he's a unique comedian as well. And I started comedy. He was already in the game probably like 6 or 7 years prior to me even getting in. And I'll sit back and I'll watch him, and he'll say some of the craziest jokes where white people would just be like, I don't like that joke, but I'll be sitting there laughing because he have a joke that's called gun control. I'm not gonna say what he
I don't even remember it.
You don't remember?
I don't even remember it.
Well, you was like gun control should be like jacking off to the screen. Or
Oh,
something. You remember
yeah,
that?
I do
now
remember
you
it.
He said,
I
oh.
I'm telling you about your boy Aries. I'm telling
hear
you.
this.
Right.
I have to look. I would have to read notes on it because I haven't done that thing in forever. My favorite joke that I ever did, though, I used to like roast comedians at a lot of the things, and I said, "How desperate were lawyers' parents to name him lawyer because they thought that was the only way they could get a lawyer in the family." So that was my favorite joke about lawyer. That was just we were just joking, you know. That's roasting.
And just so y'all know, Andy is the other half of the Spears and Steinberg podcast,
Right.
aka The Jew and the Jerk, which is available through iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, and of course Spearsburg.com.
Okay.
Right.
So yeah, I just thought I'd get that out the way.
That's right. Y'all can
Yeah.
make sure you dial in.
Yeah, please, it's free, so download the shit.
That's right.
Every
Aries,
Wednesday, new episode.
Yeah.
I was just about to ask the date and time.
Aries, you've been in the game for a long time, bro. You started off when you was 14.
Yeah.
Then you hit Def Comedy Jam when you was 16.
Yes, sir.
Then you had a role in Malcolm X when you was 16.
Yeah, I was more of an extra than anything else.
We seen it though. We seen it.
Role though.
You was there. It matters.
Yeah. So there was
Did you have a
that.
suit and tie on? Like,
Yeah, I was suited and booted.
Okay.
You know, in the background somewhere. Yeah.
So how was that experience for you at the age of 16 to be on a big film like that with Spike Lee and Denzel Washington?
Again, you know, extras are treated like cattle. So you know, it's a different level of treatment when you at that stage. So it don't count till you have lines. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
When you met Denzel, did you tell him you were an extra in that movie?
I kind of almost did, but I didn't want to. You know, I was real shy around Denzel for the first couple meetings, and his presence is such that he doesn't. You know, you don't necessarily feel. I don't want to say not welcome, but he's an intimidating factor, man. You know, his presence is real. You know, it's heavy. It's heavy.
So he carry around training day every time. He just all walking around training day, huh?
Hey, that's part of it. That's part of it. That's part of who he is. A cool ass brother, but you know, you take your time with him. You know what I mean? You don't necessarily feel like, you know, you just in there like that.
Yeah,
you know,
you gotta
he's
earn
real.
respect.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Okay. What type of? Go ahead. We always do that.
Ask your question. Go ahead.
What's the best, like, what's the best city you like to perform in? Like, what's your favorite city to perform in?
You know, I always say Florida. You know, anywhere in Florida, West Palm, Fort Lauderdale, Miami, which I'll be at in 2 weeks. Me mommy, baby.
Okay.
Them girls dress like they don't like their fathers, man. Special. Yeah, it's always hot. The women are gorgeous. That whole
Toes and
Hispanic.
right
Oh man,
'Cause I
the
heard you have a
Dominicans,
foot-
the Spanish food, all of it.
You have a foot fetish, right?
Yeah, I like pretty foot, man. You
You
know,
like the one with the hooves?
yeah, no.
You know what? He's trying to snatch you out.
I don't do hooves. So yeah, if your Feet look like pig's feet. Put them in a jar.
Man, put some socks on it.
Yeah, girl with a nice toe game is spectacular.
I feel you, man. What about this is the question I want to ask you. Like, you was on Different World
Yeah.
around Lisa Bonet and Jasmine Guy, right?
Lisa Bonet wasn't there at the time. This was Different World after she had gone.
Mm,
Yeah,
okay.
when the main stars was Whitley and Dwayne.
That was a different world.
Yeah.
That was Different World.
Right.
Yeah.
That was still starting,
Gotta-
though. Did
gotta
you
say it
be on that
twice.
show?
Yeah.
How was that for you?
It was good, man. At the time, my manager was Debbie Allen was the producer of the show, one of the producers and sometimes director. And at that time, her husband was my manager.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that was kind of a little bit of an in for me to be able to get that. But it was wild. The episode, I did 2 episodes, but I think the second episode I did in Vogue was the special guest.
Nice.
So, it was just a little surreal because you come up watching this shit on TV and now you're surrounded by it, and it's like it's kind of surreal in that way. I was just telling Andy when we recorded our podcast today, when I got back from Dallas last week, I'm at baggage claim and Carl Weathers is standing there. So I grew up on that Rocky, so I walked up to him and I was like,
Right.
I was like, Mr. Weathers, just want to let you know I respect your work, nothing but respect, love you, think you're awesome. And he was like, hey man, you're a funny guy. And I was like, God damn, Apollo Creed, know who I am.
Right?
And if I flash back to when I was a kid, I think the first Rocky came out in 1972, I think. I was born in 75.
It's around, yeah. You close.
Yeah.
He's close,
But basically by Rocky 2 and 3, which I went to the theaters to see, I was a baby. I was a kid. So now I'm standing here and Apollo Creed is telling me he knows who I am. And so that, it's surreal, because I expect to know these people, but you always get surprised when they know you.
Right.
Well, how do you look at the old you now? Being that you're so successful in the comedy game, how do you look at the old you compared to the, what I'm saying?
I would have done some things differently. Definitely done some things differently. There's a way to say what you want to say, but more importantly, there's a time and a place. Okay. And sometimes you just have to, even if you know you're right, you have to step back from certain situations and just go, I'm gonna let that be. You know what I mean? Don't speak on that because I'm in a business that's controlled by them, and they watch us. So when you say what you say and you step a certain way, they're watching you, and that can come back to haunt you. So I would definitely play things a little less power to the people. Yeah, it still don't mean you can't be with the cause,
right,
and support, but I don't know that I would be as vocal about certain things at certain times.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Maybe if I had put myself in a position where now you can say those things and it necessarily can't hurt you because now you mean something different to them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get that. Yeah.
Like I'm not where I want to be, but maybe if I was in Kevin Hart's or whoever big time status, you can say those things and they won't be as quick to try to silence you because now you're a moneymaker.
Right.
You know what I mean, you bringing in top dollar.
Yeah.
So they'll put up with some power to the people if you got that worth coming in. But I'm not at that level, so I might have closed some doors that may be hard for me to open. But that don't mean I can't sneak in through the window.
Right, some type of way.
Or come in through the basement. So I'm gonna get in there, but it ain't gonna be through the front door.
But you still eating, like, bro. The thing I say about you, like, you have a draw. Let's put that on the table. You have a draw, and you're still eating after 30 years in the comedy game. Like, this is unbelievable. I was looking at a video that you on YouTube where you were saying that people be saying that you're washed up, and you're like, how can I be washed up when I just went to Dubai and did 2 20-minute sets and got $80,000 for that?
Right. Well, I mean, people's perspective is outrageous.
Yeah.
And it's always amazing to me that the people that'll call you washed up have a boss. People that'll call you washed
exactly.
up only get one comma on their check.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So if your perspective is me being washed up, but yet you answer to a boss, you punch a clock. You know, you have to wake up at a certain time and be somewhere, and you're not living your dream. That's probably more envy and anger coming out of you than what you believe is truth and perception. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
'Cause
people
it's
feed off of
ridiculous.
that now.
Yeah,
It's
we
crazy.
interviewed Ice-T for our podcast. You know, I told me, you know, people call him, somebody called him washed up.
Right.
I'm like, this nigga has been on a hour-long Dick Wolf show for 20 years. Do you know what that paycheck is?
Exactly.
And when it's time to renegotiate, that money goes up tremendously.
Mm-hmm.
And then let's not talk about the movies, and then the body count album, and the rap albums, and the commercials, and the live shows. You're out of your mind for you to be able to say some stupid shit like that.
Right.
Because it's so far-fetched, it's ridiculous.
But everybody just has to have an opinion, right?
Well, everybody, listen, let's be honest. How many people out there are really living their dreams? They're not.
Right.
They work for somebody. They know. Everybody has a dream. Everybody has the vision of what they would like to be and where they would like to be. And, you know, most people, they live a regular life. One of my favorite comedians, Patrice O'Neal, God rest his soul. He was on his radio show called Opie and Anthony. And this was right around the time I think LeBron had first got with the Miami Heat.
Okay.
And it didn't pan out that first year. And,
Right.
and the media was eating them up and fans was eating them up. And at one point, one of the reporters asked him, LeBron, do you think you're better than everybody else? And of course, he gave the politically correct answer. But Patrice was hilarious. He said, I wish LeBron would have took a second, looked up at the sky and went, yep. Yeah, I am. He goes,
Right.
I'm young, I'm a millionaire, my dick is as big as a rowboat. yeah, I do. You know, and it's just, that's the reality. Most people's lives are just mundane, repetitive shit.
Right.
And so to be able to, hey man, I'm in fucking Europe for 2 weeks doing shows. I'm in Helsinki, Finland. I've been to Norway, Oslo, Norway, where the sun only where it only gets dark for 2 hours.
Wow.
I've seen that shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, going over to the Middle East, and you know, I'm over here in South Africa twice, and I got a fan base of Africans, and so come on, man. What are we talking about?
So with your podcast, when y'all got together, like, did you get any backlash from that, or how was that going for you guys? Like,
I don't know that we're on the radar enough yet to catch backlash.
Okay.
I still think we're in an infancy stage. You know, we're not even at 100 episodes yet. We're close, but in the podcast world, you know, them motherfuckers got 1,000, 600.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so we still too young for people to pay attention or anybody that's trying to do any harm. But you best believe if my black ass turn out and become major tomorrow, motherfuckers come with their shovels. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let's dig some shit up. What this nigga saying, episode 6, and now here we go. You know.
So how do you and Andy relationship come about?
He sold me cocaine.
I just had a little extra.
I'm done.
I know people
That would
like
make
these-
for
I
a
know
more
people like
interesting
these
story.
actually say that.
It would make for an interesting story. Like, did you roll it up? Did you was y'all at a party? Did a girl get y'all? Like, how did it get started? How did it get to that point?
I was gonna say something else. Oh God. Yeah, nah. You know, he would open up for me. Motherfucker, you tell it.
I'd open up for him out here in Phoenix. I opened up for him a couple times, and I got good responses, a decent response, and we talked about going on. I asked him if I could do some shows with him on the road that I was trying to get out of Phoenix, and he gave me some dates, and I don't know why it worked out. I don't know really how it came together. I mean, these are the two personalities that I don't know that people just would see us and go, oh yeah, those two people should hang out all the time. They're going to get along great. But for whatever reason, it works. It works on stage. It works in our personal life. I mean, he's difficult. Don't get me wrong. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
The look. Oh, okay, motherfucker. Okay.
Throwing me under the bus like Robin Gibbons did Tyson.
No, man, seriously. I don't know how. It's so funny because it doesn't make sense. But because our personalities are different, but we have like a lot of the same viewpoints, it works out. And on the road, it's interesting for me, man. He's given me an experience that I would never have gotten. Not only as a comedian, just getting to go out and do other cities, but as this, wearing this suit right here that I'm wearing, this white color suit right here. I'm doing rooms that I have no business in, and I have business in the room though.
But like I tell them, it makes you stronger. Black audiences are far tougher than white audiences. White people sometimes laugh at effort. You know what I mean?
True. Yeah.
They see a comedian.
Oh.
Well, not necessarily that way, but if they see a comedian exude a lot of energy and passion on a profanity-laced rant, and you really look at what they said, there's no joke there, but they put a lot of in it.
Yeah.
And white people, woo! Niggas don't give a fuck about your energy, nigga. Where is the funny, motherfucker? Where's the joke, nigga?
I was just talking about that.
Yeah,
we was just talking about
like,
that.
I mean, you look at and see, this is what I'm talking about. Like,
Don't do it to yourself. Don't do it to
Go with
yourself.
it, Aries. Go.
Bring it.
Nah.
Go ahead.
Come on, dude.
I won't say his name, but
All right, you say it's you. All right, don't say it.
There's a white comedian who would be on stage. He would smoke real energetically, and he would say a lot of fucking curse words and by the time he was done, white people, woo! And I'm looking at them going, "What was the joke, nigga? What was funny in all of that mess? There was nothing funny there. He worked the crowd with a bunch of hand tricks, So black people just honest, man. And if they like, and if we love you, we love you. If we don't, we let you know.
And I get both
Yeah.
of that.
Yeah. So, he's doing the right thing. Right.
Andy dope though, man. I ain't saying that because he's my homie, but he's a dope comedian. Well,
listen, we've been places where clearly, and I jokingly say this, niggas that read appreciate Andy. But then there's some niggas out there that he's been on stage in certain parts of Detroit or certain areas, and as I'm walking by, a black person will go, "Man, why you bring this motherfucker?" and it's like, listen, like Chris Rock said, I love black people, I hate niggas. There are some niggas that, from a mental standpoint, an educational standpoint, they only go so far. And when you ain't doing what's obvious and what's easy, well, you black bitches with your weaves and your extensions, boy, this bitch suck my dick. If you doing anything that's thought provoking or that challenges, or you have to pay attention and listen and take it in and digest it, some niggas ain't built for that, man. They just not built for that, And that goes with some white crowd. I've worked certain parts of the country where it's white trailer trash. Like, I know you hang niggas on the weekend. They conceptually can't do it either. So I don't want to just, regulate it to some black shit. But, poverty comes with a mentality.
True.
You know what I mean? And if you don't have it up here equipped to understand certain things, you get lost, man. You get lost. The joke I talk about when I talk about wordplay and words and the meanings behind words, long story short, I say something to the extent of every man has either sarcastically or angrily told his boy, "Man, suck my dick." And then I give an example of what I mean. But when I say that just in the setup, you got them niggas out there go, "Hell no, nigga, shit." Well, nigga, you don't know what angrily and sarcastically means. It's not literal. Literal means literal. Angrily and sarcastically. Oh shit! Nigga, just tell me what to do. Nigga playing Charlie Chaplin with me.
Just have your mic like this, like how I got it. He wants you to talk on the side of it like this.
Nigga, tell me. This nigga back there doing Charlie Chaplin.
I thought the plane was coming in.
So again, I'm just saying, for your mind to automatically go there, oh hell no! It just shows that you a checkers player. You don't play chess. And some of the shit we do is chess, man.
It definitely is. Other question I had to ask you, man. What is your goals now? Being that you done did so much at a young age, you're like 16. What are your goals now?
I want a really big yacht, and I want to have an all white women party. That means everybody, all the guests wear white linens, and we fucking white women.
And you legit, like you serious.
No, I'm not, but I am. I'd like the option to have it. I
Okay.
don't know that I would go through with it, but I to wake up one day and go, I want to be in the Keys with a boat and 15 white broads, and we all got on white. I want that option. I don't have that option right now.
Really
Okay.
want that? I mean, what Cuba Gooding Jr. just
What did he? I heard he groped some bitch. Right?
I don't see it. It didn't look like he groped her. Just they was having a friendly conversation, and he was just hollering at her. And
It looked like a
he
titty.
rubbed her
Is
leg.
there footage?
Yeah, it looked like a titty.
Yeah, it's a
just-
footage.
it looked like
Yeah.
this
And
little-
do you see him grab her?
I didn't see the video.
No,
I
you
didn't
don't
like he
see
grabbed.
it.
It was
There's
just
no
talking.
grabbing.
Yeah.
He might have he grabbed her leg, and when he was talking to her, he leaned over like he grabbed her leg, which is like, and he leaned over another girl.
Was it a strip club?
No, it was just a regular club. And when like you would if you were like leaning over to talk to someone, you had to go over someone else. You would balance yourself. He grabbed her leg, and there was no weirdness there.
Was she white?
Yeah.
When is that nigga going?
That's
when
what.
When is that nigga going? He married that white woman, and now he is reaping the repercussions of that white flesh.
He's still going through boat trip. I don't know.
You niggas never learn. Leave the white women alone. History has shown you niggas, them white women are dangerous. Show me the money.
Get this
You're
Paul
gonna show you
Muyo.
that jail, nigga. You're going to show you that jail. That nigga won an Oscar. Now he's going to win him a nigga in cell 8.
Ah.
How do you keep? I mean, dude, being that you came into the game so young and you still doing it right now, how do you keep yourself out of those situations? Like, what is your first of all? What is your advice to guys that's in the entertainment business and they're coming up and their name is buzzing? What is the advice that you can give them?
In terms of
Just staying out of that trap.
learn who the whores are.
Okay.
The real whores.
Okay.
And pay that money, nigga. That way you don't have to deal with games and mysteries. You know what I mean? Go up front. Listen, they say it's the oldest profession in the world. It's the whole business. You know, and there's a reason for that. You know, let's not play games with it. Let's be adults here. Men want pussy and women like money. So let's have an even exchange and keep it moving. That
Okay.
way we ain't got to play no games.
So do you have all different? So you different races? You're not just all with just all black women? Like it's any women? Like any race?
If she's a dime, I don't give a fuck about the color. You know, again, now who I settle down with is gonna be a Nubian. You know what I mean?
What time frame you giving for that? Like is somebody come around you actually gonna consider settling down? Because right now it just seems like you on a roll.
Are you looking at your calendar when you're asking these questions?
Oh no! See, I'm not up for grabs.
There's more common questions when he's on the road, huh?
I'm not on that list. But if I was single, I would be asking for myself. But I'm not. So unfortunately, I'm asking for the ones that are single that are watching.
Right.
What are their options for when they come to the show trying to get at you?
Why do you assume that I don't have a steady one now?
Well, I mean, your pussy radar went up. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what your lifestyle might have been. Like, is it poly? Is it like is it open?
I'm like the Italians. You know, you have a guma. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Side piece. You know what I mean?
One side piece or multiple side pieces?
It depends on my mood. I might feel like just one, or I might feel like several. This is all me talking shit anyway.
Is it?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. This is entertainment. That's all.
All right. I just be trying to get it out there for the single ladies that be interested, because there'd be someone watching and I'm just their mouth while I'm here just to see.
I get women offer me plates more than I do panties. You know what I mean?
They still be trying to offer food.
Yeah, especially them bitches in the South. Them big bitches in the South, boy, they will feed your motherfucking ass.
What's your meal then? What's your come get me meal? Like, what's the meal that's gonna get you then? If they offering meals, what is it?
I'm a pasta fanatic.
Really?
I love me some pasta. Yeah, I'm straight Italian when it comes to that. You know?
Okay, ladies, y'all listening? Y'all okay? Take
I
notes.
love a good pasta.
You know, like no collard green fried chicken and that.
Of course,
Okay, I'm
of
just
course.
making sure.
But my favorite is pasta. But yeah, fried catfish, fried chicken, can't go wrong with that.
There's a place in Texas. We just came from Madison, and it has like all these different kinds of pasta and catfish. That's his go-to.
Oh
in
yeah,
Texas.
there we go.
Sounds like a nice little combination. I don't think I've ever had pasta and fried catfish.
Well, you know, New York niggas used to do spaghetti and fish. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah, so you
Okay.
Who would it be?
What part of New York you
Manhattan.
Manhattan, okay.
Yeah.
So you're a Harlem cat.
West Side,
West Side, okay.
West Side of Manhattan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there anything special either one of y'all do like before a show? Do you have any rituals? Is there anything that get y'all ready for y'all shows?
I listen to music. I just be walking around with my headphones in and just be listening to music.
What about you?
Honestly, I'm just surprised I'm there.
So you listening to some Drake? Do you like Drake?
No,
I know you
no.
don't like Drake.
I'm from the '90s, man. I like rap when it was good. So yeah, I don't fuck with none of this mumble shit and this repetitive same rhythm, same melody, no individuality shit.
You don't like none of the Migos, nothing.
Fuck out of here!
Hey Vic, you got
Fuck out of here!
Listen, Aries,
shit is garbage.
That
That shit is garbage, nigga.
No, man, you old school. You that Biggie and DMX.
Oh,
Listen,
man.
I come from an era and a place like Jay-Z said, New York, home of the spitters. Spit, nigga. Nas, Jay-Z, DMX, Jadakiss. You know what I mean? Biggie, Eminem.
Big L, you like the Big L too?
Big L,
Big
man.
L's,
Fucking Fat Joe. Rest in peace, Big Pun.
Big Pun, yeah,
like
rest in
lyricists, man. Lyricists. Yeah, I don't fuck with none of that.
You go way back there, huh?
Man, listen, this shit now is so goddamn horrific. All these niggas sound exactly the same. Look like.
What about Kendrick? You don't like you?
Well, no, there's the exceptions.
Okay, all right.
Kendrick and J. Cole, but
yeah, I like
okay.
Kendrick,
the good ones are hard to find, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, these dudes, man. Back in those days, Eminem didn't sound like nobody else. Snoop didn't sound like nobody else. Pac only sounded like Pac. Big like Big. There was individuality.
Yeah,
True.
All these niggas sound the same. It's fucking terrible.
But that's not the Migos fault, because Migos had that sound, and then everybody else jumped on that sound.
Yeah.
Okay,
had
so
that sound
what
too.
that mean? What's the point of that?
Well, but then that's their individual sound. It's not their fault that everybody else tried to jump on that. I'm just saying, out of all that,
So they copying garbage. That's unique.
There's a lot more that goes into the Migos sound.
I'm not finna let this white man tell me about the status. Fuck out of here. That shit garbage, man.
All right. So how would you rate? Like you old school. I know you old school. Your top 5? How do you write How would you rate your top 5 MCs of all time?
Well, I would put my top 5 not in any particular order because they just all so nice. But top 5 would have to be Biggie, Jadakiss, Nas, Jay-Z, Eminem.
Yes. Yes.
Rakim ain't make the cut.
You know, it's such an honorable mention because Rakim was before his time.
He was.
Like when, even when Run DMC was King of Rock, there is no sucker. Rakim's flow was a little bit more advanced, and Rakim is a bad boy. But yeah, I just them 5 have to get. He's an honorable mention though. I mean, you'd almost have to say the same thing with KRS-One.
Yeah,
KRS-One is an honorable mention, but as
nice.
far as just straight spitting heat, yeah, them 5 right there, man.
That you like Jada. Huh?
Woo.
Yeah, Jada hot too. I like
man.
Jada.
Jadakiss is one of the illest ever. And another honorable mention, dude, Beanie Siegel.
You like Beanie?
Beans is bad, nigga.
Okay.
Beans
like the
a
first
bad
album,
boy. Period, man. Beans was a monster.
Beans was a monster.
I ain't heard that name in a while.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, Beanie Siegel, he was a beast, man.
Yeah.
He just don't have that airflow no more because of his lung. I think he had one of them chopped out or something.
Yeah.
Where do y'all get y'all like criteria? Like, is it before the show? Do you get it while you're on stage? Like what? Like when you like as far as your content?
It's like you always got your playbook. You know what I mean? So you got your material, but then sometimes the spontaneity comes from the audience. What's in the audience. So if there's something going on over here that deserves to be addressed, or someone says this, or someone gets up and looks a certain way, that all comes off the top of the dome. So it's like in sports, you just take what the defense gives you.
You ever had like a crazed fan like in the crowd that may have had like a shirt, a hat, something with all you on it, and it's like they was just waiting to be like either in the front or just be like, yes, use me, or hey, use this, or try to throw stuff at you like, yeah, say something about this, like just a crazed fan, anything.
I don't know if that would be crazed. I've had a lot of people come up to me after shows and hand me drawings where they did portraits of me. So that's kind of wild, but nothing out the ordinary. You know, everybody always comes up to you and goes, "Yo, make fun of my boy," you know, and you know, it's my so and so's birthday. Fuck with them, and I don't do none of that shit. It's like, you know, my act is not predicated on what you're telling me to do.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's if I want to seize the moment, I'll seize the moment. You know, based off of what I see and feel.
Yeah.
You know, these motherfuckers sometimes think we like party clowns. And shit.
Yeah, like tell a joke right now.
Yeah, we're gonna make balloon animals for you. Fuck out of here.
Freestyle a joke right now.
My favorite thing that happens in his shows is when someone yells out, "It's my birthday," and his response to that is
I don't give a fuck. What the fuck do you want me to do? All right, well, let's all break out in song. Happy birthday, get the fuck out of here.
What about you, Andy? What kind of music you listening to? Who's your top 5 of all time?
music. Where you sticking me in this? Are you sticking me in rap, in hip hop?
Rap, yeah, definitely. You know, hip hop.
I always like Biggie is still my number one.
Okay.
And but do I have to go MCs or can I go the music that I like?
Well, I mean,
okay, because De La Soul was what?
Yeah, that's classic too. Yeah, De La Soul.
De La Soul. Then it's Tribe Called Quest in Wu-Tang, and then man.
So you had your black card, bro.
Yeah, cause I'm like I can see. I want to see him just rocking a Wu-Tang, just having a moment, like have on just sitting there with his glasses off and AC running cause it's AZ hot. He just sitting there just grooving.
I grew up here in Arizona, right? So and I'm old. I'm 53, and one of my best friends in the world, his name is Tim Starks, and we used to do music promotions in Tucson, and we did hip hop when it was just really becoming known. No,
right.
And
it's a little slow out here.
And they wouldn't let it it was different because it's black music, so a lot of clubs didn't want that music, and we used to do that. So I was there from the very beginning, like in the beginning of what is out right now, and it was me and him. And Tim still is a big part of my life, and so I was just there from the. That's why I like the early stuff though too. But when you get to when I was looking at it, I mean, Biggie came much later for me because I was already in at the beginning, and then Biggie though that changed everything for me. And the other person that I didn't get to Snoop changed everything to me because everybody sounded the same in the beginning. Everybody still had that same cadence. You even talked about that. The initial hip hop had everybody had the same.
Right. Not. Okay. It just in terms of the music, the way it evolved. You know, the '80s. I wish I could remember this dude's name. He's got a popular clip on YouTube where he breaks down the styles of rap from the '80s all the way till now. And just in terms of the flow. But like Curtis Blow, I went to the store and I saw the kid.
Yeah.
So it was real. The complexity of rap hadn't taken over yet. That came in the '90s. So,
but when Snoop hit and that sound changed so much, and I really give him credit for making that, because when you heard what was that song? Which one? Gin and Juice. No, before that, before he even had his album, when he was rapping with Dre.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
187.
187.
Yeah, okay.
That changed everything, and the reason I know it changed everything is because being the white dude in around hip hop, and when white people would complain, they would always say one key rapper, and they would always go, "They're playing all that hip hop that Snoop Dogg music," and they gave Snoop Dogg the credit. That's how ingrained he was into the popularity of that music, that even white people who hated the music knew who Snoop Dogg was. And I just look at that as like he was like that. He changed that part for me in my life because of the timing of it. So I have to give that to him right there. That's it. That's my fifth one.
He's definitely a cultural icon. I just like his transition to what he's doing now.
Yeah, I always used to say it was funny because, rap has always been predicated on realness, street shit, and hardcore. And it's like, it's always funny to me because it's like, these niggas are so gangster until they realize how profitable it is to smile. Like, just smile, nigga. Just, you know, Ice Cube went from, you know, this shit to, you know, where are we home yet? Family movies, and Snoop was murder was the case that they gave me to Willie Nelson and Katy Perry and what's the cooking bitch? Martha Stewart.
The cooking bitch.
It's like, you know, which is always funny to me that we gangsters. You niggas are reciting poetry. You know, how gangster is that? You poems, nigga. You know, I get it, but you know, lighten up. You know, there's money to be made in showing some enamel. You know what I mean? Yeah.
So are you in LA now, or you just?
Yeah, I'm in LA. Yeah.
Okay. So how do you what you think about this Anthony Davis trade?
You know, it's gonna be a good for LA. You know what I mean? My basketball passion kind of died when MJ retired.
You like me? I'm a
diehard MJ fan. Yeah. I mean, I like LeBron, but you know, he's just filling the void. You know, since MJ is gone, but.
You think he's too Hollywood now? You think
No, he's a businessman. You gotta understand that, you know. But you know, can't be in LA filling in them big shoes unless you win a title. So, you know, he can take care of all the Hollywood stuff he wants. He's gotta win a title. You know, you coming behind the ghosts of Kobe and Shaq and Magic and Kareem and Wilt and Jerry West.
Right.
You know, you gotta win a chip, boy. You gotta win a chip.
They're gonna be on him.
But you think that's a chip team now?
Well,
I think they one more player away. Yeah. Or they one more player away. But they definitely gonna be in contention.
They gonna definitely.
Oh yeah.
I think Golden State they're
they're down. They're under construction.
Yeah. They have to do something with Davis over there. They don't have nobody can contain them.
So are you, Lloyd? You Suns fan though?
I ain't no son. I'm an individual fan. Like I was a die.
He came here with some jokes. Andy came with jokes.
I didn't mean it like that. I never been a son. Like I'm a Charles Barkley fan. You know, KJ fan.
Who you apologizing to?
I'm just saying to the audience because they might try to attack me when I go. You know,
I got your back. I ain't worried about them. Roll up. What they gonna do?
Though, do you have any explanation for the draft?
I don't know what, man. I don't even want to talk about it.
I'm a Phoenix Sun because that was the only pro sport that was in Arizona when I was a little kid. So I was Suns all the way back. That's all we had. And I'm from Tucson. So that was that was even at a distance, and I was just excited we had a pro team.
So, we used to have players, but like who we got? Who do we have? We haven't had nobody really good in a hot minute. Like
y'all's last.
And they swing through us.
Y'all's last glory years was Nash and Marion and Stoudemire.
Right. That was it. Baby came for like a second.
But then
you know,
Robert Salver bought the team. I'm not knocking Robert Salver. I'm just saying Robert Salver.
But you addressing the elephant in the room. Ever since he bought that team hasn't been the same.
It was one of the prides of the NBA, and now it's.
The Phoenix Mercury is doing better than the Suns. I'm sorry. We getting better players for the girls team than we is for the Suns. So I'm not worried about y'all Suns fans, by the way. I'm not.
Doesn't women's basketball stink? It just stinks. Come on, man.
Why is that?
Basic chest passes, bounce passes, and layups. That's all it is.
It looks like the old video
and
of white
jump
dudes.
shots. It's layups, jump shots, basic chest passes, and bounce passes. There's no Magic Johnson whip wop, no look. There's no Allen Iverson crossover. There's no Big Shaq in the paint dunking. There's no Jordan flying through the air. The men's athleticism had personality. The women lack the personality. I know they keep beefing about we need to get paid the same as the men get paid. Well, y'all need to perform the way the men perform. The men put on a show. Dennis Rodman was a personality. Shaq was a personality. Charles is a soundbite. Where's the female soundbite? Where's the female Rodman? Where's the female Jordan?
You want somebody to be
360 in the air, off the wrist, off the glass, inside. Where's the female Kobe doing 81? You want equal pay but not equal performance.
True.
Come on, man, fry me some bacon, ladies. Let me
True.
smell some ham cooking.
Hey, we got some. They have somebody coming, man. Somebody coming.
Fuck coming.
I mean, I'm not gonna. I mean, can't say coming because like Lisa Leslie Day is like she was probably the, and then I can't remember the other one. Cheryl Swoops. Like back then, like before they brought some, but now they're not like that.
The fact that you even went. Oh.
Because it's only a handful. We only literally had a handful.
Exactly.
But they gave us something then. We did have a handful then. Like, it's always before. They set it the tone for it, but then it's just as we go forward, now it's just like you want to try to get a type of paycheck. Because, like, now with the Phoenix Mercury, like, I'm not even going to lie. I play ball. Like, I can probably even walk into the Mercury if I just go and play and just run into a walk-in and we barely get paid.
Even when you had what you had, it wasn't saying much.
It was for us then. It was us. It was for us then.
Who's us?
Us women.
Oh, okay.
Us women that played sports. Us women that was into it. Us women that was into that stuff.
Dude, you know what would be really
That's
funny?
what us.
If you called a Phoenix Mercury game or any women's basketball game like that 1920s voice,
Right.
like you were doing it, like so they would have that like white guys playing basketball. You could call a game like that voice.
Right. I would rather do that with the men though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I would rather do that with the men because it just would be more. There'll be more meat on the plate. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
So who your favorite? Who is your? You said MJ is your all-time
Yes.
favorite. So who would you put second behind him? That would be your all-time favorite.
If you had to do a Mount Rushmore,
Yeah, what would be your? Yeah.
Michael. Well, the first three is a gimme. Michael, Magic, Larry, and then that fourth one. That fourth one could be interchangeable to me. You know,
So
maybe
Will you put
Kobe.
AI? Will you put AI?
No.
Why not?
No.
Why not?
No, you gotta win. You gotta win a championship.
I knew you.
You can't be
Okay.
on a Mount Rushmore with no ring.
Ah,
You
okay.
put Allen Iverson on your mouth.
Nah.
What about
man.
Akeem?
You doing that because of heart. He's a warrior. Heart. But you gotta win a ring to be on the Mount Rushmore. Yeah.
What about Akeem?
Akeem Olajuwon?
Yeah.
Can't put no African up.
Why you gotta do it like that?
No. All Africans right now. Well, nigga, what are you talking about?
Right.
Somebody get Michael Blackside on the
I put my balls on your forehead. Keep talking.
I would be inclined to put Kobe up there.
Yeah.
I'd be inclined to put Kobe up there.
All
And
right.
some might argue Kareem, Wilt, Oscar Robinson, Bill Russell, but Kobe. I'll put Kobe up there. Yeah.
I'll give it to. I guess.
That's
I was a big AI fan. I wore all his shoes when I played. It was a wrap.
Hey, AI was the people's champ. You know, the public loved AI, and rightly so. The motherfucker was a warrior.
He was a warrior.
But that
Coach
championship
Icon, too.
means something, though. You know, it means something.
So Barkley could never get up there for you then either?
No.
Oh my lord.
No.
Broccoli was good, but
Do you like Barkley though?
Yeah, I like this game. I particularly loved him on the Dream Team.
oh yeah.
But you know, nah, I can't. You know,
You gonna put Barkley up there?
nah, man.
He's something else nowadays anyway.
Barkley even tell you, I don't belong up there. Let me tell you something, man. All the players when I played with Michael Jordan on the Dream Team, you know, you look at all the players in the league, Magic, Larry, you know. I never won a championship, but my greatest time was on that Dream Team, man. That was my championship.
No, it was terrible. Terrible. It was
Terrible, man. Yeah.
And the lead is like it's gonna be real interesting this year. What do you think about Westbrook? Do you think they should get rid of him? Do you think OKC?
No, he's another warrior, man. Boy is all heart, man.
Hey, all heart.
His dress fashion leaves a lot to be desired. His choices in wardrobe. I don't care what nobody's saying. Man, pants ain't supposed to be that tight. I ain't supposed to see the outline of your
It's a
thigh
lot
muscle.
of them doing that though. A lot of them doing that.
Well, that don't make it right.
It don't. I'm not saying it is.
Yeah, I don't want to see the imprint of your thigh meat.
You think they should go back to the suit and tie?
Huh?
You think they should go back to the suit and tie when they go?
Well, you know, that's always a guaranteed. You ain't never go wrong with a good suit. You know, but even now they making the suits tight.
Yes.
Yeah, they
It's
making the
tailored.
suits tight.
Tailored
Yeah.
tight.
The
Yeah.
tight suit is one thing, but the shorts, LeBron in the shorts and the suit.
And then he had that bag on his wrist. That nigga's exit was spicy, wasn't it?
Too much sauce.
Yeah. You know, it's a weird era we living in. You know, men. I think men are confused.
Even David Bowie would look at this and go, "That is a weird
You know, men are supposed to be Neanderthals to an extent. You know what I mean? You know, be a man, goddammit. Niggas doing too much now, man. You know?
You don't like the handbags, man. Would you consider wearing a handbag?
A headband?
Look, a handbag. Like
a handbag. Oh, come on.
A man purse,
nigga.
whatever they call it. A merce.
Come on, nigga.
Fanny pack.
I use dirty magazine pictures as napkins. When I wipe my mouth off, use a dirty magazine picture, nigga. That's how much of a man I am. Wipe my mouth with some pussy on a page. Fuck that. A purse. These niggas is different now, man.
I'll make sure to stack up on a King magazine next time you come.
Mm-hmm. Cam, do you like Cam Newton dress style?
It's insane. It's insane. That shit is insane. Maybe I'm a dinosaur, man. I just, I can't do skinny jeans, nigga.
What was couple? I can't. Yeah. Wearing major damage and used and Guess jeans, cross colors. It's totally different.
Yeah,
wear anything.
No.
Just thought y'all needed room, Y'all sit like y'all need all the room in the world. You would think your pants would need you to breathe a bit, cause
I don't mind trend, as long as the trend is dope, and I can rock with it.
Do you think skinny jeans is dope?
Nah, man, I ain't wearing skinny jeans.
Niggas gonna start wearing body paint.
Oh,
it's jeans, nigga. Nigga, put 2 coats of that shit on me.
Leggings.
It's leggings.
Yes.
Yeah, man, come on.
Peeling off the clothes. Come on, mama, help me get my clothes off so I can give it to you.
Ridiculous.
Where is it at? You tucking and nucking.
Only nigga could get away with that was Prince.
Yeah.
Prince was the only motherfucker that could fuck your girl in heels. He'll have on heels, fucking your girl in heels.
So who did you grow up watching that you admired as a comedian growing up that made you want to be like, I want to be a comedian?
Oh, Eddie Murphy.
Yes.
Yeah. Eddie was king, man. But then today, Dave Chappelle is the he's the guy, man. He's the fucking guy, man. That nigga's level of intelligence is ridiculous.
But your
everything.
Yeah, but your strongest love is still Patrice.
Huh?
Patrice is.
Well, no, Patrice. But if Patrice was still alive, yeah, that'd be like Biggie and Jay-Z. You know what I mean? Them two motherfuckers, whoo, monsters, man.
Patrice O'Neal, the thing I admired about him, he was gonna be who he was. Like,
yes.
He was gonna bend and break. He's gonna kiss nobody but to be in Hollywood.
Yes.
Like, this is me, and you're gonna have to accept Patrice O'Neal.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Let me give you another story, a quick story. Patrice did this movie along with his comic friend Jim Norton called Furry Vengeance. And in the movie was Brandon Fraser and Brooke Shields. And he was telling a story how one day he was on the set and he's probably sitting where you are and Brooke Shields is sitting where she is. And I guess she had some sort of line of either facial creams or she was doing some special thing that required lemon and something else, like a peel. And he was like, all these people just kept coming up to her. Oh, Brooke, the lemon peel, it's magnificent. And they just kept bombarding her about how beautiful her skin was. And Patrice said, after a second, he just loudly said, man, this is horse shit. Like acknowledging all of y'all are just kissing her ass. And he was that kind of honest. And while that might not have been the smartest thing for him to do, because again, in this business, you're being watched.
Yeah.
So now they have that story to tell. Oh, this nigga, and they won't say it, but that's the attitude. Do you believe this nigga? But at the same time, he felt like Brooke took a liking to him because she knew he was the real one. So it's like walking through a minefield, man. Or better yet, Dave Chappelle's When Keeping It Real Goes Wrong. People respect real. They like real. But real also can be dangerous. Yeah, so it's it's a tricky thing, man.
What about Paul Mooney? You think
why do you think he's not where he's always should have been?
Why do you think Paul Mooney just don't care because he got so many residuals coming in from his writing? And
I would have loved to have asked him that personally, because he was smart enough as a comic to know what he was doing. So did he just not give a shit? That's a good question, man.
because there's no way that he shouldn't be in the conversation as one of the greatest comics of all time. But you know, you listen to that material, everybody can't handle uncut cocaine. You know what I mean? They need their shit cut down. They need their shit mixed. It's too pure. And Paul was pure.
Straight raw.
Yeah, man.
Tell you how it is.
And you know, the thing is this, all good comedy comes with truth to it. And sometimes, you know, when you listen to Paul, you might say to yourself, how much of a percentage, I mean, you know it's all true, but is the percentage, is the truth, the funny ratio, where is that? Because yes, it's true, but if he's spewing hard, raw, 90% truth and the 10% subjective funny, I don't know, maybe that's, you know, because listen, we all talk about white black issues. Every black comic, Eddie Griffin, D.L. Hewley, me, we all talk about it. But Paul make motherfuckers get up and leave. Paul would make white people uncomfortable to the point where they would maybe go, is this comedy? This is something different. You know, and that's where it's subjective. We look at it and go, man, it's comedy. They might look at it and go, it's too much truth. Yeah, I'd say it's funny, but damn. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, you know, Paul was just too...
Being that you've been in the game so long, like, how do you balance? I mean, because everybody going with the stigma in their mind, like, if I touch this, then I can't get into Hollywood, you know. But if I do this, I get into Hollywood. What is your suggestion for?
I don't know, because I'm not in Hollywood.
I don't know about all that.
No, listen, I you know, I've played in the game, but you know, well, let me put it in basketball terms. I'm an all-star. I've been to the playoffs. I ain't won a ring, and I don't know that I'll be a Hall of Famer, but I'm an all-star. I make the all-star team every year, and I get to the playoffs, but I ain't won that ring. You know what I'm saying? So there it is.
But that kind of, because like I always hear comedians say, they always say that, even, you know what I'm saying, you and, you know, all the rest of them all the rest of the season comedians always say, be yourself. Like, be yourself.
Yeah, they all say that. When I got to defer now to that, one of the best jokes ever told, fucking Damon Wayans. Damon, now that you've made this $4 million, and we're not counting, is there still racism in America? No, sir. And if there is, I ain't seen none. That money, that fame, makes niggas change. It makes motherfuckers change. I'm convinced there's something in the paper, a chemical, that when you touch enough of it, it does something to your brain. Motherfuckers switch up. Motherfuckers switch up on your ass quick. So, and maybe I haven't switched up. I hope I never would, but maybe I haven't switched up because I'm not at that elite shit. I don't know what that's like. You know what I mean?
So I know it's old, but I want to ask you. So what did you feel about that deal that Monique was trying to do with Netflix and that whole ordeal?
You know, listen, if she knows her worth. You know what I'm saying? You can't argue with what somebody believes they're worth. If you completely sat back and did what, you know, went on what people think you are worth versus what you know you're worth, well, then you ain't never gonna be where you want to be. You know, I remember one time I was I think it was, man, it might even been with Live Nation, but the promoter was like, well, you know, we only gonna give them this much money, and you got to pay for your own plane and hotel and this and that. And I was telling my agent, well, why am I only getting this when I should be getting this? And he goes, because the guy at Live Nation said, you know, this is what you're worth. Bye. I'm not settling for that.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so you skip that and you keep going till you get what you feel you deserve. So I don't blame her for that. But is there consequences and repercussions? She can tell you that. Your eyes can tell you that.
Do you feel like she got blackballed though?
She
like,
might have. She might have.
Got that Oscar, you think
she might have.
Too much truth after she got the Oscar?
She might have. Yeah, she might have. But you know, the good thing here's the funny thing about this business, and it's the tricky thing. You can always come back. You know, you can always come back. I had an agent one time tell me if Hitler could open a weekend, he'd be in the movies.
That's yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That money is real shit. That's why I'm saying the traditional, I'm going to get there by walking in the front door. No, that door's been closed to me. If I sneak in, if I get around the side, if I come up through the bottom, if I break in through the roof, as long as I'm in there, fucking difference doesn't make how I get in. Right. I just got to get in.
You just gotta
You know what I mean? So,
come in.
yeah.
They pay you to get, you know what I'm saying? They got to pay you.
Right.
Self-work.
Yeah.
That's like, it's tricky, dude. Like, and it's like sometimes you just get so confused. Like what? Should I be myself? Should I not be myself?
Yeah. Again, I can be myself, but being wiser, you just have to take a moment before you open your mouth and go, how should I attack this? Maybe it won't be a good idea and then play it different.
When did you feel like the door started closing on you? Like at what age and like what scenery?
Well, you know, I wish I had somebody to
mentor you.
Maybe because it's like you know, it's like if you're Michael Jordan's son and he wants a career in basketball, what a teacher to show you do this, don't do that. I never had anybody in my life that was in show business like that on that level. If I did, somebody would have told me, hey, don't do that. Like for instance, when I was on Mad TV, one of my white co-members, sitting there with Deborah Wilson, and we're in the green room or the makeup room, and one of my white cast members is in there too, and another white one was in there, Nicole Sullivan, and she's looking at her hands and her fingernails, and she says to Nicole, hey Nicole, I got all this black dirt under my fingernails. Looks like I got raped by a black man, and I have the evidence to prove it. Now that rubbed me and Deborah wrong.
Wow, okay.
That rubbed me and Deborah wrong. So we went and said to the producers, yo, this is bullshit. This got to be fixed.
Yeah.
So of course they put on a big song and dance and almost like we're going to do an investigation. And they were going to get into it and fix it. You know who ended up getting in trouble? Me and Deborah.
You, right.
For saying something. Oh my God, you see how these niggas are? These niggas is problems. Okay, these niggas are problems. They're making us stink. Mm-hmm. So maybe the thing to do would have been to check her, which we kind of did. But other than checking her, let it go. Just let it go. What are you gonna do? This is what it is. So I hate to even say that because it sounds like surrender, and I'm not trying to say surrender. But if you're gonna play the game, you gotta strategically figure out: is this big enough that I have to fight this, or can I let this go and win another way?
Right.
This ain't the fight.
To pick your battle.
Right.
Yeah, this ain't the fight. So.
But dude, you even talked about that about the hair.
Oh yeah, that again, it's like unless I do a black film, a black television show where they have black people on deck behind the camera. All the makeup people hair people are white. So white people don't know when niggas are having a bad hair day. We know.
Right.
If he had a head full of hair and he had a hat on and he took his hat off, or even if he didn't have a hat on, I can look at him and go, hey man, time for an edge up. Nigga, you need to line up. Mm-hmm. I take my hat off in front of white people and go, fuck, I need a what's wrong? It's fine.
Right.
Oh, and they'll even be bold enough. I've had this happen to do this. Now he's me. I'm white. Oh, it's fine. What's wrong with it?
Yeah, they.
Word.
Touching it is like making it better. They fixing it.
It ain't
for
about
you.
making it better. It's about why are you putting your hands on my head? Mm-hmm. What makes you feel that comfortable? So, and if you go, and I've listen, I'm gonna bring my barber in to cut my hair for this joint. He called his own barber. What a diva. Oh, he's so difficult.
Oh, wow.
He won't work with our people aren't good enough. No, they're not. You're gonna cut me up out here and have me looking like motherfucking with the kids from the fucking Different Strokes when they got adopted.
Right.
Niggas coming home from the adoption with Phil Drummond. Them niggas needed haircuts.
Right.
No, I'm not gonna let this white man cut my shit. No.
But Lord, you know what's also interesting in Aries' situation too, and in this, I don't think a lot of comics think about this. When we came up, like you said, I was already doing it 6 years. We were in a group. We had a little group of people that Aries hit, and he went and he exploded.
Yeah, at a young age too.
He didn't have a group. He didn't have other people around him that were comics that were like you could go to and go, this is happening. He came up kind of by himself. I mean, there was other people around you when you were on your tour, but he did all this on his own.
Yeah, like you know, comics in, for instance, comics in Boston and New York before they blew up as individuals. You know, it's almost like going to school together. They all were struggling. They all was broke. They all needed a place to sleep and crashed on each other's couches and did shit gigs for shit money. There was a camaraderie and a come up. They busted each other's balls. This is who they were. And then, of course, certain people blow up larger than others and things change. I never came up with a group. Like, Jersey, New York, Bill Bellamy was my closest guy because he was from Jersey.
Was Capone and them doing it?
No, not at that time.
Yeah.
And even with Bill, though, he was a grown man. I was 14, 15.
Was 14.
So I couldn't hang out in places where alcohol was served. And then I had to go to school the next day. So I had to go do my shit, get back home, and go to bed. So I just always came up by myself in that world. So by the time I did finally become a man and on my own, I was used to being by myself. So because I'm by myself and I stayed that way, comics who didn't know me or don't know me, this nigga think he all that. He's aloof, he's an asshole. He don't talk to nobody. I came up not talking to nobody. It's what I know. I ain't trying to be a dick. I'm a loner, nigga. It's what it is. Mm-hmm. So, you know, perception, man.
Yeah,
right.
You can. I appreciate your honesty, though, man. I definitely that.
Well, I got about a year and a half left of honesty. And then I'm about to put me on some tap shoes, nigga.
I know that's
to get my jazz hands together.
I know that's right.
No, that's not right.
Spirit fingers.
So you, how long you gonna be in town? You performing at the house of, not the House of Comedy, my bad. Yeah, you're performing at Stand Up Live.
Live.
Last 2 shows tonight.
All right. So what time? What's the first show?
7 and I think
7 and 9:30.
7 and
9:30. And what's the second show?
Well, no, that is a 7 and then 9.
9:30.
All right.
Yeah.
So everybody that's out there, you know, watching my show, make sure you go check out my boy Aries Spears tonight and Andy Steinberg because they're gonna definitely do their thing. And they selling shirts. I'm letting you know now. They have some dope shirts. Just bring it
right now.
Yeah, this is what I'm right here.
Yeah, tell them the concept. But I know the concept. Tell them about it. Can you zoom in on that right quick, bro? On that shirt.
Yeah, it's based off of my first and only experience in Salt Lake City, Utah. And I said I would never go back because ain't no niggas in Utah. So the shirt says Utah is white people's Africa. Chaplin, did you get it?
New nickname. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah. It's also available on my website, ariespears.com.
Okay. What episode y'all at on now on the podcast?
94, 95.
Yeah, 95.
Yeah, you got to look, nigga. We 94, 95.
We're right there. We're about ready to break. So
Yeah.
So
download
before
us.
you go, outside of comedy, what is something you like to do to relax? Like, do you have any hobbies?
Smoke weed and play PlayStation.
Okay, what do you play?
A little bit of everything. Madden, 2K, Red Dead Redemption 2, God of War, Days Gone, everything. Yeah. I'm a video game junkie.
Yeah, if I didn't have a 15-year-old son, I wouldn't know half of that. But unfortunately, I do because I have to sign for half of them things. He ain't quite there yet. What about you? What you doing on your time off?
I'm mental, man. I don't really do anything besides comedy. I have my 2 kids that I try to take care of, and that's it. I seriously, I can't focus on anything else. I'm too, the neurotic Jew thing.
But tell him what you mix with, Andy, because Andy is, he's legit. He have his black card. Tell him
I get my black card back. It's too much responsibility.
Is it?
That's hilarious.
I'm Mexican and Jewish. When I grew up in Tucson, my mom was Mexican, my dad was Jewish, and then I had a lot of people like this. When I was growing up, though, a lot of women like in college would say, "I heard Jewish men make the best fathers," and I go, "I don't know. My dad's in Israel. He left me when I was 1, so go figure it out."
Not a walking testimony. Sorry.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen that way. Yeah, so I just grew up in Tucson, Mexican Jew. I don't really have like a. I was talking about this on the podcast. Like I don't have I don't have a team. Like I'm an independent contractor. I'm just running around watching everybody because I wasn't accepted when I was little, so I don't have to accept anybody now.
I know that's right.
Yes.
Do you have
Facts.
Facts. Do you have any more questions for him, Rizzo?
No, I'm good. I just appreciate y'all coming through.
I do too,
it was an
man.
honor to be able to do this interview with y'all. Exclusive.
Exclusive interview.
Yes.
With Aries Spears.
There we go.
And Andy Steinberg.
And one more time, the podcast, Spears and Steinberg, a.k.a. The Jew and the Jerk. This shit is free. Come on, man. We need the support, man. We need the numbers. So download it.
Rate us.
Yes.
Rate us.
And rate us. Do they really have to do
Yeah,
that?
that makes a difference.
So what y'all, what all because I know they have a lot of platforms that you can upload your podcast to. So what's y'all on Apple?
Apple, iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, SpearsBerg.com.
So y'all can find them. Make sure y'all tune in. Show show my brother some love, and I definitely appreciate both of y'all coming up here, man.
All love, brother.
Short notice, bro. If y'all don't know Aries, he's a I'm gonna just say he's a real dude. Like when I went and talked to him, we like, yo, I'm gonna show up to your show. He showed up. And I don't even have to say nothing about Andy. Andy know what I'm saying, how I feel about him. That's my dude. It's going to always be my dude. And I thank both of y'all for coming on. We're about to wrap it up. Make sure y'all get out to Stand Up Live tonight and check out my boy Aries Spears, man. Thank you for coming on, Aries, man. Mad love, bro. I got some shirts for y'all, man.
Yeah. Y'all get to.
I got some shirts for y'all,
exclusive.
Brothers, man. There you go, man. That's my shirt there, dude. Man. I got this one for. Well, you can get the black or the white one.
I can see these are shirts for my kids.
Oh, I was like, you got a little medium.
You got triple X or something?
I got no triple. I got a double X. I can make you a triple X.
Yeah, make me a triple, but I'll take it and give it to you.
Okay. We'll do this.
Woman,
then
wear this.
He said he XXX all the way.
Large,
3 times.
Yeah, extra large. There you go.
Thanks, man.
There you go.
No, I'll wear it, man.
Okay, man. Appreciate y'all coming on, man. Oh yeah, we gotta get a picture right quick, Aaron. Before y'all.
But y'all know what it is with Support District Radio at My Radio Phoenix.
Get some pictures right quick, man. I want to get some pictures out. What we doing? Right here on the outside.
I didn't know if you started already.
Yeah, I was talking about
I'll give you the ending.
Have you been looking for that one-stop promotion solution? Check out TrinityProSolutions.com. 888-683-8810. Need promotional items like t-shirts, business cards, flyers? Call TrinityProSolutions.com at 888-683-8810. Need event planning, ideas for your corporate or nonprofit organization? Call TrinityProSolutions.com. 888-683-8810. Or follow us at Trinity_promo and on Facebook at Trinity Promotion Solutions. Again, TrinityProSolutions.com. 888-683-8810. Your one-stop shop for promotion solutions.